everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Delaney, and for today's video we are going to be doing a almost full face of new makeup, or at least new makeup to me. So as you guys know, I did do a video about the sale from Sephora. I am Rouge at Sephora, so I was able to get 20% off of my purchase. So I wanted to get a few goodies. It's not necessarily a large haul or anything like a lot of beauty YouTubers have. I saw like some $500 hauls and oh my gosh, I spent all this money at Sephora. Well, I don't have all the cash for that right now, so I did a small haul, so I hope you enjoy that. But I will be going over what I got from Sephora, as well as a PR package that I just received, and I will be using all of these new makeup products on my face. So if you're interested in seeing what I got and how it works and what it looks like, then keep on watching. Alrighty, so my hair is up only for preparation. When I do my primers and stuff like that, I don't want my hair in my face, especially for foundation and things like that. But I thought I would start off by going over what I got from Sephora, because it's not a huge haul, and then what the products actually are before I go ahead and try them on my face. I will be putting timestamps in here so you can see if you want to just like watch the products that I got, or you actually want to watch them on my face. So starting with the products that I actually purchased at Sephora. So this one did actually make it into my recommendations video. So this I like beelined it for, and it was the last one left in my Sephora location. So this is the Best of Rare Beauty Lip and Cheek 2-piece mini duo, and it comes with the balm and then a mini of the blush as well. So both of these I believe are deluxe or mini sizes. But I've heard the blush is super pigmented, so I think this little size is actually gonna be perfect for me. Oh, it is so tiny. Okay, the box is so misleading. Look at the stops in there. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here are the actual products. Look at these little babies. Oh my gosh, my nails. Sorry about that. I just had to fix my nails a little bit because they were absolutely atrocious. Okay, so here is the mini of the blush, and this is how small it is. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. So it's very tiny. It actually matches my nails really well. So, that's cool. So this is in shade Bliss, and it's this nice light mauve-y kind of pink neutrally shade. This is the exact kind of blush shade that I love, so I'm here for it. And it has the little ball on the top, just like the big full-size one. Okay, so I will open these up and show you what what the applicator looks like and everything when I actually go to try it on. I just am doing like a little brief, hey, here's what I got. Okay, so, and then the lip balm is in the shade Thankful. So super cute packaging. It looks just like the big size, just mini. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, this is my ideal shade right here. Again, matching my nails. Wow, okay, didn't plan on that, but works out nicely, huh? So I have that little thing from Rare Beauty. Also from Rare Beauty, I was surprisingly interested in this brand. I originally wasn't, but I've been watching reviews, and the packaging and Selena Gomez, love her, sucked me in. But what really got me was watching all the reviews, and people were raving about the blush and about the concealer. So I got the Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer, and I got it in the shade 110N. This was the one that looks like it's gonna work for me, so hopefully it does. I wasn't able to really swatch it in the store, but I was able to like actually look at the tester, just kind of hold my hand up to it and see if it matched. So let's open her up. The bottle is super cute. So this is the full size, not a mini. Just thought I would show that. But here's the little bottle for that, and here, it's so cute. The packaging is adorable. Selena, you really did that. But this is so cute. Oh, you can see the gel coming through. Sorry about that, guys. My nails, don't mind my nails. But yeah, this is super cute. I love the glass bottle. Yeah, it's supposed to be a really hydrating concealer, so I'm ready for that. I heard mixed reviews about the foundation and I heard raving reviews about the concealer, so I thought if I was gonna get anything during sale, I would go ahead and go for the concealer. The last thing that I got from Sephora is the more big ticket item. I wanted to give myself a little treat because I've been having a time. I think the world has been having a time right now, so doing things that make you happy, go for it. This is the Ambient Lighting Unlocked Sculpture Edit, I think. Yeah, the Sculpture Edit. This is the little 4-pan mini one. Well, they say it's a mini, but it was expensive. But this is what I was like really aiming to get. The one thing that I really did want from the sale though was the Dior Backstage highlighter palette. It was sold out in rose gold. I think it's still sold out. If I see it go on stock again, I got the little email, you know, I pressed the email when in stock again thing. But it's not only out of stock on Sephora, it's out of stock on Dior's website too, so sad. But this is the Hourglass little palette here. It's the Lighting Edit Mini Sculpture Unlocked, which is a very long name, but a beautiful component. I love this gold reflective packaging, and then opening her up. Ooh, it's so pretty. Okay, so here is what the shades are inside. So you get a bronzer, a highlight, a finishing powder, and a blush. And again, the blush kind of matches my nails. So I am just, I am so happy. Online, it looked a little bit more red, so I wasn't sure how it would work for me, but I think all of these shades are gonna work really, really well. So I am so excited. Oh, I had my eye on this so bad. But yeah, so I ended up getting some of the products in my video. So I'm actually really happy that I was able to follow through on that because it's been a time, okay? So the last thing that I'm gonna show you before we dive into actually trying on the products, I got this beautiful package from Pixi. Oh my gosh, they know how to do packaging. Let me just say that. Every single one of their PR boxes has been so, so cute. This one speaks to me on such a level. Like, I love citrus, and the lemons are giving me life. When life gives you lemons. Am I quoting the Vine? I don't know. But it comes with these 4 beauties in here. So we have the priming oil, we have an eye brightener, we have a brightening lip balm, and then we have the perfector, the brightening skin perfector. So I'm going to be using these products today to see if I like them, because I haven't gotten to try them out yet, so this is perfect. But okay, so I'll also be putting an asterisk next to the products that I was gifted, so you know which ones I purchased myself and which ones were sent in PR, just so everyone's clear. But let's go ahead and dive into the try-on portion of this video. So let's do it. You want to come up? Oh, you want to come up? Oh, you're so snuggly. Why are you being so snuggly right now? You had so much energy this morning, huh? You choose right now to be snuggly? Oh. He loves to be in my lap when I'm filming. I'm sorry. Like, you probably have seen him in a lot of my videos because every time I sit down to film, he's like, "But Mom, you cannot pay attention to me." But he's not right. You just love the attention. Oh, he snuggles. Oh, he's a little camera shy too. I don't even know if he knows that the camera's there. Oh my gosh, give me kisses. Oh, I know you can be an attention hound if you want. That's fine, yes. Oh, you're so sweet. Okay, I don't want you to lick the lotion off my face. Thank you very much. Okay, we're gonna put you back on your floor, okay? Go put you back on the floor. Yeah. Alright, so I apologize in advance if my bra strap kind of pops out of the shirt. It happens. It is what it is. We all know the struggle. But I hate strapless bras. So, hello? What are you jumping in my makeup drawer for, huh? Woof! I know. Boy! I'm not exactly sure of what order to use these products in from Pixi, but all the Pixi products are more of a priming product, so I'm going to go ahead and do those first. and all the Pixi products that I'm using in this video have been gifted to me. Okay, so we're gonna start with the lip brightener. There's nothing on the side, but it has Pixi on the top. So cute. And this is in the shade Peach Pout. This is what it looks like on the inside. Super, super cute. So it looks like you got your vitamin C kind of center and then a tinted balm on the outside. Kind of like the Clinique Pop stuff. And I know a bunch of different lipstick. There's been a bunch of lipsticks like this, but Pixi is sold at Target and at Ulta, and they're more of a drugstore price, which is amazing. Okay, so I am swatching it on my hand, and it's a very sheer wash of color, which I am okay with. It is just a balm. So let's go ahead and try it on the lips. You might not see much color difference, but oh, you can see a little bit of difference. So it doesn't really smell like much. There's like the faintest hint of orange, but like barely anything at all. But I'm okay with that. Oh, woof woof. So here we are. It's actually more pink than I thought it was gonna be, but I'm also really pale and I have no pigment on my lips to begin with. So that's what it looks like. Super cute. I feel like I can wear it on my own for one of those natural days, or, you know, underneath other makeup, just as a boost of hydration. So it feels really hydrating on the skin, but it feels like a really nice balm. So I'm happy with it. And let's move on to the next product. Okay, so I believe let's go with the eye brightener first. So this is the under eye brightener from the Vitamin C line, and it actually has this like kind of eye cream applicator. Like I've seen Tatcha, I think, has one. Kylie Skin had the same kind of applicator, which I'm okay with. But let's go ahead. So it is colored, it is tinted, but that I think gives you that brightening effect if you have dark circles under your eye. So no scent. So let's go ahead and try it. So it kind of, you just squeeze it through and it comes out little by little. So just be sure to not apply too much. But let's see. Okay, so it does have that orange tint to it, but I'm fine with that because that orange color is going to cancel out any dark circles. So I don't know. The applicator is interesting. It's not my favorite applicator in the world, but I'm okay with it just because I can just kind of put it on my hand, like put it on my finger, or just do this and then spread it out with my finger. So it's not the worst thing in the world, but let's see what the difference is. I think that helped, actually. As you can see, like I haven't spread in this one. It's dark underneath my eye. This one actually looks better. Okay, Pixi. Okay. And you don't really see the orange tint on me too much, but I wouldn't wear this as a standalone product anyway. Like you can see just a hint of that orange, but again, this is worn under makeup usually, at least for me, so I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead, because you can see the dark circle on the side, and this side looks a lot better. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to spread out this side. So it kind of seems to blend out really well. So you can kind of see the orange when I'm blending, and then as it kind of soaks into the skin and gets absorbed, it kind of loses that pigmentation. So I'm okay with that. I look so much more awake. Excuse her, but I look so much more awake right now. So yeah, that's nice. It did seem to actually fill in my lines just a hair. Like they're still there, but definitely minimized. So let's see what it actually says it does. I don't know why I didn't read that before. It just says it's a vitamin C infused under eye perfector, blurs and energizes, tap to apply, and then use alone under concealer. Okay. Or use alone or under concealer. Yeah, so you can use this alone. I personally wouldn't, just because I can still see a tiny bit of that color just because I'm so pale. But yeah, I can definitely notice that blurring effect. I mean, this morning I had 2 fine lines underneath each eye, and it's definitely looks a lot better now. That might be a product I need to use every day. I'm not sure. So we have a priming oil, and then we have the brightening perfector. So this says that you can use the brightening perfector alone or under makeup or added complexion perfection. But so this one's gonna make you dewy. This one doesn't really say any directions on it. Let me see. I'll put some of this on my hand. Maybe we'll use this in certain areas of the face and then do the oil in the rest. So we're using the brightening perfector now from Pixi. Okay, I'm just using a tiny, tiny bit. So it's white, which is very interesting. So I'm just gonna use this like around the spots on my face that are more textured and see what happens with that. And my nose to give it a little bit of a shine, and just rub it in the rest of the spots here. And as you can see, my face is a little bit more red, but that's because I rubbed my face. I don't know if anybody else has that issue, but if you rub your face, it's gonna get red. I'm not sure, because this is supposed to make your skin dewy. So I definitely look glowier. Can you see a difference? I'm like shiny now. But there's no glitter in there, it's more like a lotion. I don't know how I feel about this one yet, but I guess we'll see. I want to see if it breaks up my makeup or not. Because I can use the boost of hydration, but this is supposed to brighten. Okay, so for this priming oil, it has these layers in it. So it has the brightening, the balancing, and the nourishing layers. So I don't know if we're supposed to just like mix it up first, or if we're supposed to just kind of keep them separated. Gotta keep them separated. Actually, no, I'm gonna mix them because they should probably be mixed, right? So I showed you the layers, and now this is what it looks like mixed. It's just a nice orangey consistency, an orangey color. All right, yeah, I definitely think you should mix them because if you're gonna get all three benefits, you need to mix. So let's put some on the back of my hand. It does not really have a scent to it. It's like another faint hint of orange, but nothing crazy. So I'm gonna actually drop it in my hand, just a few drops, just because I've never used this product before. I don't know how it's gonna do with my skin. I'm not used to putting oils on my face, I will say that. So I'm not used to applying an oil, so I just kind of like warmed it up in my hands and kind of patted it. Of course, you don't really see much of a difference, but I do look glowy. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but I do look more hydrated, more glowy. My skin looks a little bit more shiny. I'm not sure if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, but we will find out. So, all right, that was all the Pixi products. And as you can see, I just shook this up and it's already starting to separate again. So it will be separated into those 3 layers and then just shake it up, get it all in there, and then it'll go back to normal. Science, kids! It's actually what I have my degree in, but does it make me know anything? No. I'm just kidding. I do know a lot, but well, that's a story for another day. All right, so moving on, we are going to be using so the next product I have is a complexion product, but this is a concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do my foundation and I'll be right back. I went ahead and added my foundation, so I did use my ColourPop Pretty Fresh. You know, I use it all the time. And it's almost empty. Oh my God. It's like starting, you know when you pump it and it's starting to get air in it because there's not much around it? It's almost there. It's almost there. I'm ready. But I actually already have a backup, so I'm good. So, okay, so we're gonna test out the Rare Beauty Concealer. And again, this is in shade 110N, if you missed that in the beginning. The applicator is different. Okay, so it has like this doe foot kind of like, but it has a little swoosh in there. I don't know what that's called. That's the technical term. Sorry. But we're gonna go ahead and just kind of apply what I would normally apply underneath my eyes and kind of down the bridge of my nose and my chin. So let's see what the coverage is like. So far the color looks good. It looks like a pretty good match for me. I always go a little bit lighter, but it is on the yellow side. So, I don't know. We'll see how it blends out, but it should be able to work for me. But yeah, it is noticeably on the yellow side. We're gonna be using a sponge, not a brush, so some of it is gonna disappear. I know that much. But let's get to blending. Okay, so coverage-wise, it's okay, actually. It's definitely not like hyper full coverage. This is definitely more of a medium coverage concealer, but that's pretty much what it claimed to be, so I'm not expecting it to be this highly pigmented thing. So it's gonna be more of a natural day for me. But it blended out so fast. I mean, you saw I was talking while it was blending out and it just went bye. You like that actual sound effect? I used to love doing that as a kid. I don't know why. I don't know why I was like, every time someone would do it, I'm like, how? It's magic. So this side of the face is blended and it looks beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and, Baxter, you're okay. I'm gonna go ahead and blend the rest of my face and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, this looks stunning. I mean, my under eyes look gorgeous. I'm not used to this. That blended out so well. Like, so well. So far, I'm trying to keep it from creasing. I haven't seen any creasing, but I'm just like proactively like, oh my god, because I haven't powdered my face yet. But so the concealer claims to be a moisturizing buildable concealer that melts seamlessly into the skin for undetectable cake-free coverage. Normally I like cake, but I agree, having cake-free coverage would be nice for concealer. And so far it is living up to that. So this is kind of me up close. And of course I have lines under my eyes, it happens. So this looks gorgeous. I don't know if it was the brightener that actually stopped the dark circles, because I think actually pairing this with that dark circle corrector brightener from Pixi, I think that worked really well because this is a medium coverage concealer. So it kind of gave me a boost underneath my eyes, and the combination looks gorgeous. So I'll have to try them on their own to see if there's, you know, if they need to be paired together or if they can stand alone, but I'm happy with that. So overall, so far I'm loving this concealer, but let me powder it just a little bit. I'm not gonna go crazy with the powder. I just want enough so that it doesn't crease. And I don't really know if this is one of those that's going to crease, but just proactively, my eyes usually crease because I have those lines under my eyes. So I'm just gonna take the smallest baby bit of powder and knock it off, just so light, and then go underneath my eyes. But I did want to say, I do have drier skin, so these products are all hydrating, so they should work for me. But in the summertime, I do start to get a little oily, so I'm not sure how all of these hydrating products would work in the summer, but I'll have to do a video on that when the hot weather comes back, and then we can test it out. But for the winter, these are all gonna be so nice because my skin craves hydration in the winter. But so I just lightly powdered and it looks amazing. So let's move on. I made sure not to powder my cheeks because I do want to use the liquid blush. So I know that the Hourglass palette does have a blush in it, but it also has a highlighter, a bronzer, and a finishing powder. So I'm going to use those 3 products, and I'm going to use the blush that I got from Rare Beauty so we can test out all these different products. All right, so use your little baby little bottle, which I'm in love with. Oh, it's so cute. It looks like a lip gloss or a lipstick, to be honest. But I did hear these are so pigmented. So this is the shade Bliss, just in case the audience was forgetting. Okay, so I'm gonna add like 1 dot on each side and then build, and then we'll see where to go from there. Cause I've heard these are hella pigmented. Ooh, okay, that side was more pigmented than this side. Might need to add a tiny bit more to this side. But let's blend it out with a sponge. Okay, so one dot, you can't really see it. So I think I can go a little bit heavier. So I think what I'm gonna do this time, instead of dotting it right on my face, I'm gonna dot it onto my hand. I'm gonna put 2 drops, cause 1 per cheek. I'm just gonna do a little swipey swipe action here. So I take that much, and I'm gonna kind of bounce my sponge into it. I'm not sure if this is the proper technique or anything, but I'm just doing what I would normally try to do. And I heard that these were super pigmented, and maybe I just like, maybe the mini's not as pigmented, maybe I'm just doing it wrong, but I think I need a little more. Okay, so this is why I'm not a huge fan of cream products, just because I feel like my powder blushes would have been so much easier to apply. But I know that cream blushes are supposed to last longer during the day. Can you see it? It's very light now. So I'm not sure how much more I should add. Maybe it's the shade? I don't know. I'm really pale. Like, I don't understand why this is not showing up on my face. It looks fine. Like, I can see like a baby bit of pink. But I was told in a lot of reviews that I watched that this would be like so pigmented that you need the smallest amount. So I'm not really sure what's happening here. I guess I should add more. I guess. You blend it out with your fingers, it is a little bit more pigmented, but it's a lot more like, I don't know, not splotchy. It's not splotchy, it's blending out really well, but just with your fingers, it looks less natural, less defined, or less blended, sorry. So I do want to go over it with the sponge. All right, you know, now I've gotten it to a spot where I kind of like it. I may end up adding more blush on top of this when it comes time for the Hourglass palette. But I just don't want to keep building it. Like, see, it kind of blended away. What is wrong with me? Why is this not working for me the way it does for everyone? Yeah. If you've tried this product, can you let me know down in the comments what I'm doing wrong? Because I can kind of see it. It's kind of there, but I've put so much on. And people say it's like this super hyper pigmented thing. You know what? We're gonna go hard, okay? I'm gonna swipe it. We're gonna see if this much, we're gonna see what this does. Okay, now I'm seeing the blush. Okay. So that works a little bit better. I hate to say this, but I might need a darker shade. I never thought I would say that, ever. But I might need a little bit of a darker shade because I can't see it very well. I can see like this baby bit of tint to it. Okay, so right off the bat, I must say, the blush is actually not my favorite. I thought that I was gonna love the blush and I was gonna be kind of on the other products, but so far, the concealer is the winner right here. I will continue to use this, but I am really glad that I got the mini so I could try it before I get that big full-size one. So let's move on because I've spent a long time trying to blend this out, which it looks fine. I'm not saying it looks bad. It's just not as pigmented and like blinding as I thought it was gonna be, because people were saying, oh my god, you only need 1 drop of this or you're gonna look like a clown, and I haven't even come close to clown face yet. Watch me say that and you're gonna be like, what are you talking about? You look like a clown. But it looks like I barely did anything, and I put like, you saw how much I put on there. Okay, I'll have to test out with different products with that. Maybe it's the combination, but you would think that the Rare Beauty one would work with that. I don't know. But moving on. Okay, so next up we have the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Mini Sculpture Unlocked palette. Oh my god, I'm just gonna call it the Ambient Mini. How about that? It's gonna be easier that way. So this has a blush, a bronzer, a finishing powder, and a highlight in it. So we're gonna do the rest of my face makeup with this. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera and then we'll be right back. All right, so my eyebrows are done. I used the ColourPop Precision Brow Pencil and some ABH Clear Brow Gel. So, okay, one thing I will say about the palette from Hourglass is I can see fingerprints all over it. It is easy to wipe clean, but it will get fingerprints all over it. So if you are a person who doesn't like that, this may not be for you. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do bronzer first. This is the Luxie 520 tapered face brush. This is what I normally do my bronzer with. And I'm gonna try, so this brush is really big and this pan is really small, so I might be picking up some of the finishing powder, which isn't the worst thing, but that is one thing I will say. There's not a lot of space in between here, so if you have a big brush, it might be hard to just get one shade, but let's try it out. So far, the shade works nicely for me. It's not too deep, but that is one thing I will say. I'm not sure if all skin tones will be able to use this palette. And I know that this was their holiday release. So they have this one and they have a 6-pan one. And I'm not sure if the bronzers in there are gonna be deeper complexion friendly. So I am very pale, as you can tell. And this is what it's doing. So if this is what it's doing on someone with pale skin, I'm not sure if it will work wonderfully for deeper skin tones, but yeah, that's just a disclaimer. So I do wish that they maybe had like different options. Like you could choose a deeper one, you could choose the middle one, or you could choose the lighter one. I think that would be better for inclusivity. As far as the formula of the bronzer, I actually like it. It's really blendable. Powder products always are really great, so that's why I actually really wanted this, because I knew that the quality would be really nice. But shade ranges, maybe not. Maybe they need some work on that. But it is looking great, actually. So I have not contoured yet. This is just bronzing. So it's just adding warmth to my face. So I did not bronze this side of my face, but I did on this side, and you can see the difference, like right down the middle. It looks so much more alive and warm. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this side of my face and I'll be right back. All right, so I went ahead and bronzed up the rest of my face, and overall I like the bronzer. I think it works really well, performs really nicely, blends out effortlessly, just as I thought the Hourglass formula would be. So no shock there, and it is expensive, so I'm glad it performs well, because otherwise I'd be returning it, but so far I'm liking it. Yeah, I do think I need a little bit of contour. So I forgot to mention that I actually have, they aren't like the newest new. You know how in the makeup world things are new and then some other things are like kind of new. This is kind of new. So it's new to my collection because I just got it maybe like a couple weeks ago. But I got the Kaleidos Futurism new palettes. They have the Sashimi City and Lunar Lavender. So I got these two palettes, and I got the Charisma Contour palette that's in shade medium. And I didn't go with the light one because it was so light that I don't think I would have been able to use the bronzer. I like a little bit more warmth to my skin just because I lean a little more neutral and I want to look warm and alive. So so here is what the Charisma Contour palette looks like on the inside. We have the bronzer shade, we have the contour shade, and then the powder, which it's like a filling shade, but it kind of is like a nice brightening powder for me. So I'm gonna use the contour shade from this real quick, just because the Hourglass one does not have a contour in it. See how that just adds like a nice like depth to the cheek, like compared to this side? I just love the way it looks, and I've actually been using this. This is not a first impressions. I've been using this for a couple weeks now, and I really like it. I wasn't sure if I should do a dedicated video on it just because it's not like that new, you know, but I thought it deserved to be talked about because this is amazing. I really love Kaleidos. Like, they are one of my favorite brands. Their packaging, their releases, everything that they have been doing, I have just been loving. So I have yet to try their lip products. I really want to try them. I have their blush palette, I have their highlighter, I have all of their palettes that are available. Just the one that's missing is the discontinued one, but I absolutely love it. I love their formulas, branding, everything. So I just thought I would show you this in the video just because I haven't showed it yet. I don't know why I like to carry the excess of the contour shade just into my eyes, just to kind of blend everything together, I guess. So just gonna blend this into my chin real quick while I talk. I've used this every day for a couple weeks, and I can tell you that every single shade in here actually works for me. So it is the medium, not the light. They have a lighter version than this. I love the bronzer. It's not too warm for me. It's beautiful. The contour shade absolutely works for me. It's a nice cool toned shade that just really looks natural on the skin. And then the powder is what's a little bit dark for me, but it's on the yellow side. So it looks like I'm just wearing a brightening kind of banana powder, which I can get away with. So I am a-okay with it. And they actually do have a deep version available as well, which I love that they actually did an inclusive launch for shade range of complexion products. So love that for them. Their packaging is just gorgeous. Look at the artwork on here. It's just, yeah. So this is the warm and medium contour palette. Same packaging kind of as their blush, just on the inside it's a little bit different, but yeah, it's gorgeous. Now that I am contoured and bronzed and a little bit blushed, I'm actually gonna test out the blush in here real quick, just because I wanna see what it's like, and because the Rare Beauty is not giving me enough blush. I love blush, and I can't see it, so it's driving me nuts. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip into here, and it seems pretty pigmented. All right, now I can see the blush a little bit better. And if you think I added too much blush, because I don't know, like it doesn't look, you know, I don't know. This blush I can definitely see more. It's more pigmented, and it also blends out really nicely, so I like that. But this is the kind of level of blush that I would like. So here, it's still not that pig. It's not, I don't know. Maybe I'm just going crazy, but this does look good, but it's just not as pigmented as I expected it to be, but it's doable, definitely, and buildable. I'll have to keep testing out the Rare Beauty one. I don't know what was going on with that. Maybe it was human error, but I do like this blush that's in the Hourglass thing, the Hourglass palette. Yeah, it's cute. It's building up really nicely. And yeah, so I needed some kind of blush. If I don't wear blush, I look just cold. It's just not good, but I like the way this is looking, so I'm good with it. But here is the blush from the Hourglass palette. And I actually like to take the blush and kind of blend it into my bronzer a little bit, just because I feel like it looks more natural that way. So moving on to the next product in here, I'm trying to move quickly through the Hourglass thing because there are 4 products in here. I did want to get use out of all of them so I could tell you how I liked it, but I also don't want this video to be 4 hours long. So, okay, the blush is good. Let's go in with the highlighter to test that out. So I'm gonna take my, I have hair on everything. I shed so much. Okay, so I'm using my Kevyn Aucoin contour brush. I know it's a contour brush, but I like the shape of this for highlight. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip into the highlighting shade, and it is picking up pretty nicely. Let's see. Ooh, okay. This highlighter is stunning. It does not emphasize texture. It's a very natural highlight, but it's gorgeous. And you can build it up. So I built it up because I like to be able to like really see it, but oh, I love it. Okay. So far, the highlight is the best product in here, in my opinion. The others work, and they work nicely, but as far as like ones that I'm gonna keep reaching into every single day, this highlight is so stunning. Also, I like this idea because, so I'll have a nice bronzer and a blush and a finishing powder all in one palette. So when I actually do travel again, I'll have it very conveniently in the same place. So I won't need to bring as many different components with me, which I do like that. And I feel like this will be a nice thing to bring when I go do my friend's makeup for the wedding. So I'm very excited about that. And I was worried that the highlight might be a little deeper for me, but actually it works really nicely. I think that this would work really nicely for a lot of skin tones, like the highlight shade in particular. The bronzer maybe not, but the highlighter, it doesn't have a lot of base pigment to it, so it's just this like metallic pigment that goes right on top of your skin and kind of settles in, and like, not in a bad way, like it like, I don't know how to describe it. It melds with your skin. It's like the most natural looking highlight, but also just so gorgeous. It's a very mature highlight. Is that a word? Is that a good way to put it? I don't know. Like sophisticated. Like, ooh, I'm bougie. Like, look at my cheeks. They're not blinding, but like, they're so, I don't know. I could just be going crazy. That's probably what's happening. So lastly, to finish up the products in here, there's a finishing powder. So now that I'm done with the products on my face, I can go ahead and use my finishing powder. And I'm going to go ahead and use that face brush that I just used for the bronzer. And I'm going to dip into this finishing powder. And I'm going to be careful not to pick up the blush. Okay, that's pretty. I'm so glowy. I'm so glowy today. Okay, so this is what I did one side of my face with the finishing powder. Can you see a difference? It's minimal, but I can see a difference. This is why I loved Hourglass. So I actually got into Hourglass because of their finishing powders. They are just so transformative. Like, they take your look from like a 9 to a 10, honestly. So yeah, I'm still not overly blushed, which is kind of crazy with how much blush I actually have on my face. So my face is done, and I think it looks stunning. In the words of Manny anyway, stunning. But here's my face. What do you think? I think it looks gorgeous. I'm really happy with it. Okay, so I actually am going to be using one of these. Let's see, which one do we want to use? So I think in my last BoxyCharm video, we went with the purple look. So I will just show you the insides of these really quick, but I'm not going to use the purple one today. So this is the Kaleidos Futurism 6. Yeah, 6. Roman numerals. So look at this packaging. Oh my god, the packaging is just so pretty. The artwork on it is gorgeous. The holographic packaging, and it flips open like this, and it has the little shade names inside. I'm going to take those out real quick, and then here she is. Gorgeous. This is such a pretty color story, and this is like a duochrome. It's like a purple to blue. Yeah, there you go. So it's like a lavender to a blue. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then you have these like cool tone brown shades to go with them, and then you have two nice purple mattes to go with these two shimmers. So this is like an iridescent kind of white purple topper shade, and this is a duochrome like kind of blue to purple flip. So absolutely gorgeous. I love this palette. I've actually been using this a lot lately, but I won't use it in this video just because I'm kind of like feeling this warm neutral vibe. So it's been a while since I did a warm neutral vibe. Okay, so this is the Kaleidos 7 Futurism palette, and it is the Sashimi City. And again, with the artwork, absolutely stunning. The holographic packaging, flip it open, and it reveals this absolutely gorgeous neutral color story. So this is their first like really true neutral palette. So these actually are looking like warm tone browns, but it's actually more on the peachy side. So this is like a peach shade, and then this is like a peachy brown. Then you have the actual neutral like light brown, and then your neutral brown, and then you have this gorgeous This shade is so nice. I'm going to use this one today because you have to see it. This one is like a pinky kind of duochromy flippy shade, like pinky to orange, and it's gorgeous. But this one is stunning. It's just glitter. It's just all glitter, and it's just, you'll have to see it. So I'm going to be blowing through this. So I'm going to take this shade right here, which is like the neutral lightest shade, and I'm going to be putting it all through my crease. And I can just say that the formula of these shadows is amazing. I just want y'all to see kind of how these shades blend, just because, I don't know, this is one of my favorite eyeshadow formulas ever, like of all time. So, if there was a brand to be on their PR list, like there's a lot of them I would love to be on, but Kaleidos is definitely in the top. It's probably number 1. ColourPop is a solid 2 now. I think it beat out ColourPop. I would love to be on Kaleidos' PR list. These are so stunning. The formula is just so amazing. See how that was so easy to do? Ugh. Okay. So now that we have that nice light base of color, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my, oh, that was a Luxie blending brush, by the way. I'm going to go in with my Lavish eye shading brush, and I'm going to go in with the neutral darker brown. And I'm just going to take it and put it on the outer corner. And I'm going to kind of take it a little bit into the crease, just a tad. Not all the way though. All right, so I kind of took it underneath the lower lash line a little bit, kind of halfway, and I'm going to go the rest of the way on the lower lash line with that lighter neutral. But do you see how that just blended out so beautifully? They just blend, they play nicely together. Like, oh, they're so nice. And I know this is like a neutral kind of boring look. Boring. But I don't know. I did a colored look in my last time, a colorful look in my last video. So I was kind of feeling like just like some sultry neutral kind of vibe. And because I hadn't showed off these palettes, I really felt like they needed to be talked about. And I am not on their PR list. I bought these myself. I wish I was on their PR list. Kaleidos, if you would like to hit me up, I am so ready. But yeah, these are just so nice. All right, now time for the magic to happen. This shade is stunning. Like, tell me you've seen a more beautiful shadow in your life. I'll wait. This is so pretty. So pretty. I love their shimmer formula. It's my favorite. Just like, it's so good. And Pat McGrath is really nice, but they're more like, they're more loose. So like when you put them on your eyes, there is some fallout. There's less fallout with these shades I found. So if that is worth something to y'all. But I mean, I love me some Pat McGrath. Don't get me wrong. Like, they are amazing. But if you haven't tried Kaleidos' formula, they're probably the most similar to the Pat McGrath shades, and for a cheaper price. So definitely would recommend. All right, so that is that with the palette. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to finish up with my mascara, and then I have one more product to show you. So I'll be right back. All right, so I am back, and I put some Essence Lash Princess on my eyes. So yeah, I did my mascara, and I think it looks so pretty. The last product I have to try out with y'all is the Rare Beauty. This is the Thankful Dewy Lip Balm. So it is a little bit tinted, so that's why I didn't do any like colorful stuff underneath. So I want to see exactly how tinted it is. Let's see. Ooh, it is really tinted on my hand, so this should be beautiful. Yes. Perfect. I may actually in the future wear like a lip liner and then put this on top. This is gorgeous. The color, it's actually not as sheer as I thought. This is very similar to the Marc Jacobs Enamored Gloss Stick. I love that. I've repurchased it twice, and it's very similar color too. Mocha Chocolata. I love that shade. I love the name. But this is beautiful. It looks like I'm wearing like a satiny lipstick. I love it. It's a perfect shade for me. Looks like my lips but better kind of shade, which is what I go for. I think this whole look is actually so good. I'm actually pleasantly surprised with everything in here overall. I will say, like, as a little roundup, I liked the eye brightener a lot. The lip brightener, I'm not sure what it does, but it's a nice balm. The priming oil, I'm not sure. We'll have to see. I'm not used to wearing an oil as a primer, so I guess we'll find out later if that helps my skin in any way. The brightener, also, we'll have to see later because right now it looks really good under makeup, but we'll see how it wears. I will say that the Rare Beauty blush, I'm going to have to give another shot just because I don't know why it didn't really work for me. It didn't really show up, which it should. But I'll keep trying it, and I'm glad I got the mini size. The concealer is a hit. I love it. It looks gorgeous on the skin. And, of course, the Kaleidos products, all of them are hits. I've tried these out for over 2 weeks, and they're amazing. The eyeshadow is a standout indeed. I love it. The lip gloss, or the Dewy lip balm, amazing. I will say I wish it kind of, like, had a nice smell to it. But other than that, it's very unscented. So if you like unscented products, this is for you. But the coverage is beautiful. The color is beautiful. It feels hydrating on the lips and looks shiny. So I love it. And that is it for today. Those are all the products that I have new in my collection. And I'm glad I got to try them out on screen with you guys. So if you have any suggestions on what new makeup you'd like me to try next, please go ahead and leave that in the comments. If you liked any of these products, if you have them in your collection and they work for you or don't work for you, let me know also. I'd love to hear, and putting all of the products that I used in this video down below, along with timestamps so that you can, you know, find the one you want to watch. But if you would like to continue to watch some videos, YouTube should be recommending a video for you, and please don't forget to like and subscribe or leave a comment. It just helps me out so much as a new YouTuber. So thank you so much for clicking on this video and for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Please stay happy, healthy, and safe out there, and yeah. All right, I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.